to Shop 2 anyway? This is strange. It's showing energy readings from two separate Chaos Emeralds. Did they really think they could trick me with that fake emerald? Wait, Shadow. I'm the one who should be telling them the end is near, not you. Now is the time to end this long drawn-out battle. Facing history as the ultimate genius. Finish the job. Right, the moment for attack is now or never.
Interesting how and Eggman knows about the two separate Chaos Emeralds, and he knows the fake one here, which in Sonic X, he didn't even know about it until Tails told him. Even though in the cutscene, where Eggman finds out, tries to kill Sonic, he acts like he just never heard of it before. From what he responded to after Tails said, "How do you know wasn't the real one?" But I just find that kind of hilarious, interesting and hilarious at the same time. Right, but here we are in Cosmic War, which is definitely the longest of the mech stages and hardest. I don't know if I would say hardest for that, but definitely longest. But what's cool about this is that since we're up in space and the gravity is weak, you can actually go up a little by hovering. You can't go up forever. It will eventually stop and you'll hover in place like this, but as soon as you start moving, you start hovering back down. So that's something you gotta keep that in mind. So you can't just float up and go into space. And plus, we even hit the tip of the space outside part of the Space Colony arc. Okay, so that was that too. Who saw it? Then you on here, and yeah, we also have tons of these triangle things that you have to, or pyramids actually, you have to destroy as well. Well, don't have to destroy all of them like that. I can skip, but most of the time you will have to destroy them because they get in the way of your platform and such. And it's also the only stage that has those like weird fan-looking enemies, which they don't even hurt you, even if you touch them. Look, I'm touching this one right now, and it doesn't even hurt. I don't know why, what they don't hurt you, or what they're even called, but interesting. But they do at least help give you the A rank if you kill them. So that's something you're gonna want to do. Go for them so you can just go for the kill. Oh no, I go for the A rank actually. I got that wrong, but anyway, step here with this missile is, and what's this? Protection armor, and yeah, so now we have some armor for this thing, which now the health for the Eggwalker here has increased. Then, as you can see, that's how much extra health we had, and the health color of the health bar is now changed to a more darker blue. Because before it was all light blue, and this is an Eggman an exclusive power up. Tails does not get anything like this, and so that's something. And thing which he also gives like a slight hint that this game was originally gonna have only 3 playable characters and not 6, because it was originally just gonna have Sonic, Tails, and Eggman as playable characters. Like, if you look at like some early trailers, it shows like a gameplay of Sonic, Knuckles, and Eggman. So that also gives a little hints saying that they were going to be the only playable characters, and the rest were going to be playable in cutscenes. Means another hint that gives it away is the power-up system or the upgrades. It's where, because Sonic gets more upgrades than Shadow, Knuckles gets more upgrades than Rouge, and Eggman gets more upgrades than Tails. So that's also another hint that gives it away as well. And yeah, and it may have been possible that fan outcry just wanted Tails to be playable in Sonic Adventure 2, which would kind of explain why he's in a mech instead of just flying around and being on foot and going fast like he did in Sonic Adventure 1. It's kind of a shame, but yeah, I can't really complain too much about that, because the mech gameplay is still fun as it is. Besides, like, Tails' gameplay in Sonic Adventure was like the best part of that game because it's just so crazy and fun to just fly around, see what you can find glitch-wise, and just take shortcuts and such. I don't know, just something about it that just felt very fun, even funnier than Sonic's gameplay. Hey, just by a tiny bit, and not like too much. That's, I don't know, why. But anyway, about halfway through the level, you get these kind of brownish, skin-colored type-ish things, which some reason there was two of them inside of them. There was like one inside another. So I don't know why, but hey, they're cool, and they pretty much operate exactly the same as the green ones here. Just that they're skin color-ish, and there was two of them for don't know why, but I don't know. But yeah. But yeah, so that's that's kind of like the first piece of evidence I talked about some history of this game. Well, I might have talked a little more about it in some previous videos, but that's like some major news that's kind of interesting that I don't think everyone really knew about. But there is a more common one that I will talk about later on. And then some more stuff I will talk about later on in several bonus videos, because there's quite a bit of beta stuff to go over for this game, but I'm not going to be talking about all of it because I don't want to have to take notes and write some stuff down. And plus, there's just too much of it. And plus, some guy already made a video on it, but I won't go over everything. I'll go over certain things that are very interesting ones at some point. Who knows when, but I will at some point. So practically pretty much almost at the end of the stage here. Let's end up with electric shield and 304 rings, and this would be a fun roller coaster ride if this was such thing as this was actually a ride. But yeah, there probably is a ride like this somewhere, but not exactly like this and with this aesthetic to it where you're on the space colony, like just flying, going around shooting everything. There's definitely roller coaster theme park rides that are kind of like this. Like I remember one time, like a few years ago, like it was actually like 5 years ago, where I went to Legoland and then SeaWorld and Disneyland, but it was mostly to Legoland where it was to where it's like this shooting thing that I think it was a Lego thing going on. Yeah, it was. What am I saying? And you had to shoot targets and such. It's kind of a fun ride too. And there was this ride similar to that at like Six Flags, my local Six Flags. But yeah, if you keep shooting that drill though, you're gonna die. It'll stay away from you, and if you don't shoot it, you will die. But yeah, I'll talk more about it in a second after this cutscene here. And yeah, I still got the A-ring. So got another cutscene here, which is similar to the last one we saw, but there's an add-on to it never mind. Just play it out and listen.
Sonic and Tails are. Let's take care of business first, shall we, Sonic? Hand over the Chaos Emerald slowly, and then we'll talk about your girlfriend. That is, if you really care.
Okay, yeah, that ride I mentioned when I was talking about Six Flags was similar to what I mentioned it before. That one mission, the Cosmic Ball mission ended. Was that the one ride at Six Flags I remembered? It was like the Scooby-Doo themed ride where you're shooting ghosts and targets and such. And I remember there was one part of it where this Shaggy was just going around and being chased by in a circle and being chased by a ghost and can't see because there we go. I've done it. But yeah, that's kind of what I remember. But sadly, it's gone. But I haven't been to Six Flags in almost 2 years. It was best. I probably could go back there since so practically at the end of the virus, but I'll probably wait a little longer. And yeah, even with like the health extension, then wait, we still got it. Wow. Even with the health extension, that fight's still kind of hard, but I guess a little easier in a way. Because Tails doesn't get an armor upgrade.
I guess he was just a regular hedgehog after all.
Legend has it that all 7 Chaos Emeralds are connected. The power creates a miracle. I have 6 of them. They're mine. All mine.
I don't think so. So that was your plan. Or was it a direct order from the president? Now I know who you are. You're the government spy who's the bad, aren't you?
So you did your homework. Is that it? I would say that's an invasion of privacy.
I could say the same thing about you.
But things aren't effective anyway. So my job is done. So I was going to take what's mine and get out of this place.
What pathetic creatures.
Look who's talking. What about you? Here are the results of the research project called the Ultimate Life Form. But if this picture is of the real Ultimate Life Form named Shadow, then exactly who or what is standing in front of me?
If you want to live, leave the Chaos Emeralds where they are. The fake emerald is good enough for you.
Do you actually believe that you're the real Shadow?
No
You
doubt.
know who's not the real criminal?
Even if my name is anonymous, it's still me, Shadow. And I will fulfill my promise to Maria. That's the only thing that matters.
So that kind of answers that. Rouge was just a government spy, not actually Eve on the dark side. Well, technically she is, because throughout the whole game she is until that cutscene there. But it's not important now. But what is important is that we're on the final chase here to chase someone down. And oh boy, the gimmick of the stages, we have these spinning drums here. Well, that's what Elmo Tower calls them there. So that's what I'm just going for. Or it tells you to stay. We always said Elmo Tower tells you to stay away, or you will be sucked in. Even though you're gonna need to, because in order to continue on here, and you just spin around. You can't really spin dash on them, but yeah, just jump off like that, and you can get away from it. But just don't do it when there's like if it's upside down, facing sideways, because then you might fall off. Unless it was ground below you, then that's fine. But yeah, it's also definitely a long and hard stage, and because like there was a tiny gap between the two there, which is why it almost fell off. But yeah, there's definitely a good amount of 1-ups here. So even if you die on the stage a bunch, there will be a decent amount of extra lives around here, so you won't be getting a game over. Well, less likely that you will be. So that's something. And now coming to, in my opinion, the most annoying part of this stage. Issue because I don't know, just for this one, for like the next minute or two, we're just gonna be climbing up the drums here, or just giant cylinders as well, with some platforms here and there, but mostly just going up these. With and luckily we'll be able to get the final upgrade for Shadow from in here because. See, yeah, since I got the upgrade in Radical Highway, when you really need the light speed dash, we officially got all the upgrades of Shadow. The Mystic Melody, and what this Mystic Melody does, that one does, opens a portal to somewhere else, which this is basically like right below where we just were, and. That's usually that's most of the time for what Mystic Melody would do, is just open a portal to like somewhere else. Other times they'll spawn in some platforms, or open a door, or spawn in a spring, or a trail of rings for you to do the light speed dash on. But yeah, that's what it does. Most of the time you just need it for an extra mission. Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely one character I won't have to go back and get any upgrades for because yeah, I got them all Shadow, so that's good. And so yeah, that's nice, and which pretty much at kind of the end here for the Dark Story, and then next episode will be the finale, and we'll be on the last story. And the last story really isn't that long. It can be being in like half an hour or so. Or half an hour to like 45 minutes. By the way. Oops. Phew, think I landed on that. And what was supposed to happen was I was supposed to land on the drum there, but the gravity field pulled me away too far and such, and so that's what happened there. And but. What? That was weird. Getting a little sense of deja vu here. Because it's kind of funny because we did something like this in the same level. Well, it's kind of funny that they have that again. But yeah, we're pretty much at the end of the stage here. Well, not yet. Well, not at the end of the stage quite yet, and oh crud. That part there can easily be, you can kind of die from them easily. Because of the springs. Because the idea is that the springs are supposed to get you to the next one, not just kill you. But yeah, well, I don't think they really designed these things too well. The part was designed like 100% perfectly. But luckily it's like the last stage near the end, so I don't really mind too much. Except for the fact that just cost me my A rank. And now these things are pointing down, and what you can do is go to the top and just jump off and hold forward on where you're supposed to go, which is a little speedrun trick that you can do, but I wanted to show this the correct way right here, and when you get to the bottom here, just jump towards the spring, and there we go, It's the end of the stage. From the top you can just fall off and just go in this direction here, and you'll land right on this platform as long as you keep holding forward. But yeah, that's the final stage, and all we have left is a boss fight, and that'll be it for the Dark Story. So let's finish this.
Cease to surprise me, Blue Hedgehog. I thought that capsule you were in exploded in space. You know, what can I say? I'm die hard. So, there's more to you than just looking like it. What are you, anyway? Once again, just a guy who loves it. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. I see. But you know, I can't let you go. You're
yeah, it finishes off now. Which this is pretty much the same fight as before. Just we're playing a Shadow and not Sonic, and already I'm just destroying him, which is crazy. And what Sonic's is supposed to be saying is, "I'll use your chaos control," but in reality, what he's actually supposed to be saying, but for some reason they kind of messed up the line slightly, is, "I'll use your technique, chaos control." But yeah, I don't know how they messed that up, but that's what the line he's supposed to be saying. Yeah, I'm just having trouble hitting him on this third hit after I got him in like the first two immediately. Oh god, camera turned around. Okay, now on the last two hits, so I'll just have to stay back and let him do his move. I know I could have done that on that third hit, but I wanted to save it for the last two hits. Oh, I went past him. But, oh well, I'll get him this time. I messed it up. I did it too early. There we go. Now let's get out of here. By get out of here, I mean stand on the victory screen and see where the platform ends from behind us. But yeah, we did. We beat the Dark Story.
This completes my plan to take over the world. Now begins the glorious era of the Empire of Eggman.
Kind of ends on a tiny bit of a cliffhanger there because it says warning there when Eggman's laughing. But if you don't notice that, then you think, oh, the Dark Eggman won and got all the emeralds and such, and the cannon fires, but we don't see that because there was one more story left for us to do. And once we do that last story, we then will find out what will be done for the main game, that is. But once we finish that, we do have tons of extra stuff to do, so we're not even close to being done with the game yet. So yeah, we just have the credits playing, which they're pretty much the same as the hero credits, except different theme songs playing and get screenshots from the whole Dark Story here. So that's pretty much the only difference from it. But yeah, that's all we have left. Just the last story, and that's it. And such. So I don't know what to say here. I would let this play out to the end, but there's a few reasons why I don't. Because, well, for one, whatever song that's playing, I want to save that for its standalone video. Plus, it's not even the full thing, which I'll talk more about that in a separate video. But as we go through this way, then if I did do the Dark Story first and the Hero Story second, we would get this little thing telling me to do the Hero Story. But I'll probably show that off in an extra video too. I'm just mentioning a whole bunch of stuff now that I could say in that it's gonna be in bonus videos here, but not saying exactly what they are. But well, I might before, but anyways. Yeah, so after you beat both stories, you get a new thing that appears at the end, not telling you to do the last story. And even if you replayed stories from on a completed save file, it'll still say the same thing. But thing of last story, no matter which one you play, in what order. But we'll see that in just a little bit here. And yeah, those electric fences, whatever those called on the drums, that's something that was also in that stage, but we just didn't really see them. Well, kind of did when we were getting the Mystic Melody upgrade. But we just never really encountered them that much. Yeah, we come to that cutscene. Oh wait, I forgot about that. I don't know why I always forget about that. Oh, yeah, you can select dark stories from the story, even though you can as you're going through the dark story here, not at the very end. I don't know why they say that until the very end. And that too.
The ultimate life form, chaos control, desperation, supersonic, untamed power of chaos.
Professor Gerald, the truth about 50 years ago.
Sonic Adventure 2, last episode. Wishes are eternal.
And that's what it is. So, telling you to do the last story. So let's go and see what that is real quick before we're not gonna start it. So as I mentioned already, in order to access this story, you have to beat both Hero and Dark. So yeah, that'll be it for this episode here. So next time on Sonic Adventure 2, we shall do the last story and finish off the main game. So I'll see you all next time.